And good evening, everyone. Dead Mike here. How are we all doing this evening? Ward, it's great to see you as always. I hope you're actually finally at home. Well, actually at home off work and not just working. Because you're always grinding your ass off somewhere doing some sort of work, mate. So, today we are going to be trying out a. This is my apart from the weekend where I did a small bit of fun with Yoss, this is my first proper Scum stream. Now, for those of you who've not played Scum before, Scum is a sandbox survival game involving zombies, or as the game calls it, puppets, in an environment where you are prisoners on an island and you can just kill each other and get loot. Today we're going to be playing on, well, my opinion, one of the best servers out there on Scum, especially certainly for PvP, which is the RKG server, which is a fantastic server. And if you haven't played it, check out a guy called Break It Streams and subscribe and check out his server. I mean, the admin there are all fantastic. The server's fantastically run. It's an absolutely, well, it's quite a cool place to hang out. I'm going to see how long I can survive while I'm trying to gear myself up for this weekend. Do you know what? I actually like storms. Nothing like that little smell of ozone in the air after a storm, and especially if you've got somewhere where you can actually sit where you're not going to get hit by lightning or get drenched. That's just nice. I mean, I will quite happily go out and sit in a storm for hours. Sit outside in a storm while it's passing for ages. And beans are always good. I had a friend who gave me the recipe once on how to make Boston beans, but I've kind of forgotten it. But yeah, let's see how long I can survive. Though in my luck, I probably will find a can of beans somewhere. Or a mouldy pumpkin. Okay, this is not a great place to... This could be a worse place to start. Completely and utterly forgotten I'd made it to a bunker, so... It could... Oh, God, yeah, tornadoes. What is it? It's the biggest... I think it's an F5, isn't it? On the tornado scale, or at least the biggest recorded. I'm not 100% certain. Hey, Glassney, I'm good. How are you, mate? You're welcome, mate. You since you've actually subscribed, you've been here for every one of my streams, so... And this is how I look at it. It's not just my friends, who I want to do that job. It's people I trust who actually show me a bit of support, which you guys have most certainly been doing. And that sounds really nice with the minced beef, can of green beans. Not sure what Bush's baked beans tastes like. It's not one of the brands we get over here. No worries, buddy. Have fun in that hot tub. So let's see if we can find any decent loot. Let's see, what have I had? Let's see. Today so far my food has consisted of a couple of corned beef sandwiches. I consider that man food as well. Corned beef is really nice. Yeah. I think I remember hearing that description in the old school movie with, what was it? The 90s movie with Helen Hunt and Bill Paxton, where she was asking about what would an F5 tornado look like, and someone just went, finger of God. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like that movie just for the fact yeah, Twister. I liked that movie just for the fact that it's like, well, it was kind of, I know, all right, sending the thing up into the tornado, it's like, yeah, we all know that isn't really totally going to work. But what I really, really liked about it was on the serious sort of subject of actually where Scientologists and weather experts, we're scientists, not Scientologists. One is a religion, one is actually a proper thing. But yeah, where they've actually been, well, what was it, for decades and centuries, they'd actually been trying to work, or at least the last century or so, trying to work out why tornadoes form and how they actually work. I know we've got the idea of how they work, but you know what I mean, to be able to see sort of from in the inside and be able to work out when a tornado is actually... Oh yeah, it is. But that's one reason, that's for one reason and one reason alone. That film has Bill Paxton in it. Any film with Bill Paxton is pretty much worth a watch. From Aliens as Private Hudson. It's game over, man! To... Oh, God, which was the one I was thinking of? Actually, there's a... I think even Mighty Joe Young wasn't that bad. I know it was more of a kid's film, but I have seen worse movies. This could end badly. Because we don't have any lockpicks and we don't even have a crowbar. Yeah. What is it? It's known as Tornado Alley, isn't it? Another film I liked along those lines, The Day After Tomorrow, even though that wasn't just about tornadoes, where that was about global warming, that was a really good film. I mean, I've not been to the States yet, but my mum has twice. She went the first time to Hawaii. Actually went to pay her respects as well at Pearl Harbor. Well, my grandfather was a... Well, both my grandfathers served in World War II, but my mum's dad was a military police officer who was an MP. So both me and my mum have a huge amount of respect for people in the service. And the second time she actually went to the West Coast. Started in Las Vegas. Went out to the Grand Canyon. Then rented an RV. Her and my brother rented an RV and drove from Las Vegas to California. She visited a few of the national parks on the way. Where else did she go? I think she went to the... I know she told me she went to the big one with the redwoods in California. And then... left and went to San Francisco for her flight home. Her words were, though, she did say she wasn't a big fan of the cities, but she did turn around and say that it's some absolutely beautiful countryside from where she was driving through, even though I know a lot of it is not always places where people live, but she was like, it's still beautiful. So, one... yeah. Where isn't that whole thing now where, what is it, California wants to have it so it's actually two separate states, Northern and Southern California, because the guys from the North are completely different from the guys from the people who hang out in the south of the state. From what I understand, the North is the more foresty part where people, it's like, yeah, we like deer hunting, doing things like that. And then it's where you get down to the southern part where you've got the movie stars and Hollywood and wine country and, oh yeah, Orange County. Oh, money. So if there's anything more looting. And yeah, I've always thought the nature was very pretty. One of the cooler ones I've actually seen. Yeah, that's fair enough, buddy. I don't blame you. I don't blame you at all. As I was going to say, one of the cooler things I've actually seen, and it does surprise me that more people haven't done this, but I watched a doc with a guy who a couple of years ago walked the entire length of the Grand Canyon. I think it was at the time, he said something like, I think it was less than 50 people have actually done it, and I was like, okay, that's slightly surprising. I would have thought more people would have walked the Grand Canyon than that. Which, I mean, I always found things like that. It's like, that's impressive. Okay, so pick up. Oh, wow. I've actually found a can of baked beans. Alright, let's put that in my hand. Still makes me laugh that you could use a stone knife to open a can of beans. And I also love the fact that the can opener they're giving you in this is an old school army can opener where it's just like pretty much used to saw the lid off. Not one of these fancy cog things with wheels. Yeah, I know it is absolutely massive. I know he had to walk it in stages because he tried doing it all at once. He's like, yeah, I'm just not prepared for doing this all at once. I can't, and I also know it's very dangerous. Where, as he was showing bits along the water, it's like, yeah, people have, it's so easy to just slip down and plummet to your death. Put that there a second. However, I have climbed the 3 highest mountains in the UK, and I was 16 when I did that, and there's... Technically, that makes me part of a group of sort of... I'm not going to say elite people, but different people, because not everyone wants to do that. Not everyone wants to sit there and go, right, I know what I'm going to go do. I'm going to go climb the 3 highest mountains in the UK. That was also for charity. I need a satellite phone. Oh, wait, yeah, you need a satellite phone when you're in the Grand Canyon. Yeah, I get ya. Yeah, no cell phone coverage. Yeah, and in places isn't the water at the bottom radioactive? If I remember right, because there was, what, old uranium mines somewhere along there? Or is it radium? No, I think it might be uranium. I mean, I really like watching documentaries like that. I am a massive documentary person. Whether it be nature, space, history. Yeah, that is very, 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 very true. Unless you actually, well, as you said, rattlesnake, if you expected them to be in the area, then personally, wouldn't you be carrying some anti-venom? That's always a wise idea. I mean, if you can get your hands on it. I'm pretty sure in most places it's still a controlled substance, is that stuff. Anyway, continue looting. I need some bobby pins. There's none in here. Give me some bobby pins. Anything in? Oh no, they're all open. I know where that'll lead me. No items found. I'm gonna be honest though, my favourite stuff to watch dock-wise is stuff like the early days of NASA spaceflight. What do you want? There's a puppet somewhere around. The hell is that? Oh, that's a grinding stone. Okay, handy for knives. What really need though? Oh, money. Yes. Where did that go? There we go. Yeah, no, I agree, mate. Yeah, no worries, buddy. But yeah, don't worry, I'm not actually stupid enough where I'm about to just sit there and go, oh, I know. I'm new to the US, I'm just going to walk the Grand Canyon. Oh yes, safety pins. Bobby pin. Bobby pin. Bobby pin. Bobby pin. Yes, teeny cat. Cool, so I have actually found what I needed. Have to look up, which is lockpicks. Ooh, red gold energy drink. We'll take that. We're also going to take the lockpicks when I've crafted them. That means at least I can actually go looting. What, Teeny? Got enough food, sweetie? I'll be back in a second. Just need to go put some food down for my cat. You have ding-dings. You are almost. Go. Meow. Go. Go. That is one thing I do love about my cat. She does actually tell me when she hasn't got something. That, and she has the habit of trying to sit in front of my webcam. But yes. Right, so that's a bundle of... Right. That's a bundle of lockpicks. Oh, another box of lockpicks. Yes, we'll take those. There's got to be an armory somewhere around here. I've got plenty of water. Got plenty of drink. Okay, we need to sit down and let them beans digest a little. Right. Eat all me beans. I eat all the beans. Metabolism. Yeah, I haven't got a point system set up. I don't know if I'm actually going to. If I ever get that large, I might do. Maybe give away of a couple of CD keys or something like that, game keys, but as much as I love the chat, that's all I've seen some people do. Okay, they're all below me. Oh, another screwdriver. We'll take that. Need to find a backpack. Let me find a backpack, please. What I've got is really titchy. Okay, that led back through there. So what's this way? The women's toilets. Not going in the toilets because there'll probably be someone hidden in there. That's where I'd hide. I believe I went through this door. Yep. Yeah, I know, buddy. What you got? Okay. Let's have a look. Anything in here? Oh, potassium iodide pills. You know what? I kind of get you with that. I like how I know what you mean. It's that old school generation of actually beating the or getting the high score on a game. when the high score used to mean something, when you had loads of people playing it and your name showing up in the top 10 was like a great achievement. I'm just going to lay here for a minute and... Oh no, it's good. What's in here? A smartphone battery. Yeah. I was born in 86, so I was a 90s kid, but I was a 90s kid who got old 80s games consoles and tech like that, so I actually had an Amiga, Commodore, things like that, but we were also lucky enough to, me and my brother would grow up in the countryside where we were able to go out and do things. So we had push bikes, all those things. We played out when the weather was warm. As I call it, the last of the proper generation. Yep. I try to explain to kids nowadays where they're like, oh, my parents come and make sure I'm okay every 10 minutes. It's like, please, we were lucky if we saw our parents twice a day. Well, actually, we did see them twice a day, but it was for dinner, lunch, and around those sort of times. The rest of the time, it was like, yeah, go out, do your own thing, go play with your friends. Just get out of the house. I am busy. None of this. We're at the top of the mountain side. Well, none of this. We were sat there where it's just like, oh, it's nice and warm and sunny out. I'll just sit here and play the Xbox. Got a feeling I've already come this way. Yeah, I have. That way. I went there, I went there. Okay, that's an examination room. Let's have a look if there's anything in here worth freaking using. Yeah. Oh. See, we're lucky with that is we don't, well, where I am, we do get massive humidity where it's like, yeah, you at least need a fan in the summer and most of the year round. Well, I'm right on the river estuary, and that's about 1.5 miles wide where I'm at. We're about... Yeah, that's what it feels like in Hull, because we're about 80% humidity 90% of the year. Because we've got a giant body of water right next to us. We end up just sweating constantly, and it's actually, ooh, decent. And you actually get really, really... Again, with, as you say, we get really, really, really bad where it doesn't evaporate around here. I'm in the middle of winter and you almost feel like you want to walk around in a t-shirt. It's biting cold, but you're sweating so much you feel too warm. And I have done this entire level, I pretty much think. So now it's down to the bottom level, which is where the puppets are hanging out. Yeah, I did the control room. Right, so down to the puppets. I'll go this way down. This is going to be the easiest to control. Wow, I think I've got about 9 people on my internet at the moment, including phones. That's only an office. That's a depository. Looks like there's any more food in here. Ooh, spaghetti with meatballs. Unfortunately, we don't have any room. Do have a pistol. Keep the mine mill clip for now. Drop the AK rounds. Food is more important. Till I can actually find a weapon I can use. Food is more important. I mean, I've got 2 melee weapons, so I could at least take care of myself. Okay, that's that one, which leads back into there. Right. Let's get the bow ready. Might not be great, but control room. Armory, that's what I was looking for. Close the door. A military shirt. Inventory. Okay, so that's a red 45 at 33%. That's 27. It's annoying because a hunter suppressor. I had one of those the other night. No, I do not want a head sack. I do not want to be able to not see. Wrong. AS Val. ASS ammunition. Thought it was. Already checked that one. I'll check this locker in the far corner. No, nothing in there. Right. Okay. Uncraft. And now we're going to try and break into one of these lockers and see if we can actually get something halfway decent. Okay. Okay. So there we go. Started to give me an easy one that time. There's nothing in it anyway. There we go. Pick lock again. Gotta love it when you waste your lockpicks and you don't actually even find anything. Nope. Okay, so what I actually need is take some more lockpicks out in a minute. Two. Well, so far this has been a highly unsuccessful bunker run. Which room are you in? I can hear you. Right. Let's see what we're going to find in here now. Come on. All I want is a backpack or some ammunition. Just need some 45 rounds. Already searched that one. Search that one. Search that one. M9 magazine, typical. Take out bobby pins. How many screwdrivers have I got left? Right, I've got 3 attempts. Open. Take out bobby pin. Craft lockpicks. Craft lockpicks. So as I was saying about how I love documentaries, a couple of weeks ago, I actually watched a doc about the Challenger space shuttle disaster, which actually happened 2 days after I was born. Sorry, 3. Was it 2? Yeah, it was 2. Oh. Come on, give me some of it. Right. Okay. Nothing so far. Is that the way I came in, or was it the other way? Pretty certain. Yeah, it was that way I came in. Okay. This could go badly wrong. Oh! And the headshot got him. And that certainly made me bleed. Right, so... No, that's not the boots I want. Those are the boots I want. Have we got any rags on us? Dirty is that. Drag that up to there. Put in the rags. Okay. Treat. And then the next one, treat in. I mean, it was actually after watching the Challenger doc, it was actually quite harrowing to realise that they'd known about that issue for a while with the SRBs. Come on. Open the can. Eat all. But, yeah. The Apollo 13 story, another one of my favourite sort of disaster stories, but that was a disaster story where they actually got everything right ultimately in the end, where they managed to get those 3 astronauts home. Right. My kingdom. My kingdom for some bullets. Okay. 100% electricity. Equip. We'll keep the aviators for now. Okay, at least he's not. Well, he's in the next rooms. Pretty certain. Is this the way? No, it is not the way I came in. I don't think it is. No, it isn't. This is heading towards the back exit. No, I don't want that beanie. What I want is a backpack. Ooh! Ah, and I'm dead. Wrong button. Come on! Equip the spear then. And death occurred. Oh well. That was a little laggy. Especially when it was like, go on, equip the spear. Oh well, worse things have happened. I only lost some loot. Not like I lost my sanity. Loot is reclaimable. Oh, there's a house over there. Yup. Just couldn't buy me both for some reason. Oh well. That is what it is. I'm not gonna rage because I died, because it happens. Like, what the fuck happened? I died. And honestly, I know how everyone was sat there going, I think some of this stuff is server related, all of this stuff is server related. It's like, don't get me wrong, there will have been some server related stuff in there, but this is also game related issues. Where this game is not completely properly optimized yet. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a lot better than a lot of the other survival games out there. But because it's not a finished product, also still buggy. Right, let's turn that slightly away from my mic. Oh, good. Don't forget your knife. No, I'm not carving up my clothes just to get a backpack. I know the game suggests that you can do that, but it's like, why not carve up why not carve up your clothing so you can make a backpack? It's like, what? I'd end up with just about the same amount of storage space as I had. Yeah, well, that bunker was kind of a bust anyway. The only good thing we really got out of it was food and lockpicks. Yes, it is a knife. Hmm. Okay, that's the spear crafted. Goes on the backpack. Cut. Yes, that is always good. Until it starts raining. Tree bark rope. Craft. Because then I can craft me a bow. £20 bow. It's raining here as well, but I like that. I like it when it rains. Rain is a good thing. Well, to quote a musician I like, with one of their, as they say, that's why they say rain is a good thing. Because rain makes corn. Corn makes whiskey. Is that a one-handed or a two-handed axe? Oh, it's a two-hander. It'll still do. It's better than the spear. Is that a rag? Yep. Okay. No, we don't want to go here. We want to go to the city. Puppet. It's now I wish I had my whistle command like I did in Hunter Call of the Wild. Hey! And she's dead. The undead is dead again. Let's see what I can make. Whoa, need to switch out first person in a second. That's just... And now we have dudes around us. Sounds like everyone's having a firefight. I'm just gonna stay where I am till I hear a car move out. "99% of survival games when you've not got equipment. I did a bush. And stay in the bush." I mean, I could technically crawl off. I could do, but I've only got an axe. Really could charge in full Danny Trejo style. But that only works if you've got the equipment to do it. But don't get me wrong, if I had 2 axes, you're right, they'll never expect it. If I had 2 axes, I'd happily do it, because I'd just launch the first one at the first guy's head and then just pull the second one and go and start beating the other guy to death. I'm just letting them pull off a little bit, because they may have spotted some puppets or a noob. Another noob. And at this point, because I've actually got reasonably good stealth and camo skills, which is weird, because this game's camo rating is no way affected at all by what you're actually wearing. Yes, I remember watching a movie. I think it was one of Brad Pitt's first movies with the other guy. He was in it, and he was talking about working during the deforestation period in the it was the late 30s or maybe earlier than that. And he went, "I swear I've never seen so many trees in my life, and I don't think I ever will again." Oh, I'm crawling towards the fucking road. No. Step bush second. Thank you. And crawl on. You know, I'm gonna have to test this properly at some point, but last people were checking it out was What you're wearing doesn't make a shit bit of difference over the camouflage rating at the moment, which it should when someone doesn't see you when you're laid down. But it also depends on how high their awareness is, which is actually kind of true in... Oh, 1492. Yeah, yeah. I know, I know. Yes, but from what I understand, it is the other one. Why a lot of people build houses, especially when they live in Tornado Alley, out of wood, is it's cheaper, it's easier to replace, and doesn't it generally do less damage than brick? Because I know a tornado will still pick up a brick building and take it. And timber has a quicker building time. I mean, round here everything's all brick. See, with that or concrete. Yup. Well, the thing with Hull, why Hull's pretty much all red brick or concrete is, and it's actually a sad story. There's a... So Hull is actually an ancient port city town, extending back well into before the 1100s and before what we have over here known as the Doomsday Book. But Hull, apart from London, suffered the heaviest bombing during the Blitz campaign during World War II, where over 90% of the houses were destroyed. So they had to build quick, cheap houses for people to live in as replacements. Come in the wrong way. I am. Yep. I mean, in the UK, we're pretty lucky. I think the worst we get is we don't get hurricanes because we're... Yeah, that is true, Ward. That is true. I remember, so we got a thing in the UK called Comic Relief, and Lenny Henry, a comedian, said it best years ago. He was like, look, we can all over here, we can all choose to stop using a spray can deodorant with CFC gases. We could use roll-ons, whereas in Africa, these people have got no choice but to burn wood. So I get it. You go completely with what you got an abundance of. I mean, around here we've got an abundance of. Yeah, around here it's either limestone or good old fashioned Yorkshire sandstone, which same as you say up in the mountains. Down south we've also got a lot of marble, granite, and harder stones. I will say I'd also like to go to the States. I have friends all over the place in the States. I've got a Tina and Chris in Carolina, North Carolina. I haven't spoken to them in a while, but I'd love to go visit them. I've got my buddy Jerry in Tennessee, my buddy Jack in Ohio. Jack's an ex-serviceman as well. He's literally like one of my best friends. What, I believe he's around your age. At taking a rough guess as I don't know your age. I don't really know you. I don't really need to know your age, but I know you're a little bit older than me. I mean, I can't say where he's been. He has told me some of the places he's been. All right, yes, unclassified stuff in Afghanistan and Iraq, but his exact words when he first got into the service was at the time when a lot of the Vietnam vets were retiring. So early 90s, late 80s. Yeah, he's around the same age as you, buddy. And like you, he's one of the soundest gentlemen you'll ever meet, but also on that one, you really don't want to piss him off either. This is the guy I mentioned earlier who's had some pretty horrific things happen to him, and people sit there and he's like, and he's certainly got that way of the warrior mentality where it's, yeah, don't feel sorry for yourself. I mean, he works on a farm pretty much from like 6 a.m. till 7 p.m., 8 p.m. at night. But this is one of the few stories I know he won't mind me telling you lot. This was during civilian life. This just tells you about what the sort of guy he is. So he dropped some friends of his off at the bar, at his local bar. They're all sort of sci-fi guys. They like Star Trek, stuff like that. Sat there, just had a bit of a conversation with them. By the time he comes back after he's got to get something else, he finds them all out front. Apparently some big football fans had come in and they didn't like the fact that they were talking about Star Trek. Walked in, basically took the seats and took the beers, and because these guys were just like, they didn't really know how to fight for themselves. He's like, what? They took your beers that you paid for? And he's like, yeah. And then just turfed us out. He's like, right, just wait in here. Walked back in, walked in, walks back out with all a bunch of their beers, with a bunch of beers off those lads, which they'd just bought. It's like, yeah. I think he said he unleashed a kind of ass whooping as well, which I like people like that. Oh, you little. No, that involves triple carrying. And it's only got 9% on it. Got the rags. Yeah, might as well. I could actually technically ditch the knife because I've got an axe. Which I find hilarious. Floating t-shirt. Oh, that is awful. Treat. And enter it. Well, we don't technically need that anymore, seeing as we've got an axe. What am I doing? Idiot, where's that puppet? There it is. Cutting the rags. Cutting the rags. I want me a backpack. Okay, so we are gonna craft a. Oh, by the way, the hot pink light behind me is actually meant to be purple. I did have it on a blue setting, but the problem is I end up looking like a Smurf while I'm trying to stream if I get the because it's sort of the white balance ends up cancelling itself out. It's like, oh great. No one wants to watch the guy who looks like a Smurf. Is that a Smurf? No, it's just some dude who looks like a Smurf. But if it was a cartoon character, I'd probably either be Bart Simpson or Fred Flintstone. Maybe even Homer Simpson. Donuts. And equip. Head north. Otherwise, we're going to be stuck in the fields for ages. Might result in death. But death happens if you need loot. I've only died once this evening to Puppet. Could be worse. Could have done a Yoss last Saturday when he died 4 times in a row trying to get his body back. Like, I'm out. I'm done for the evening. Which, I don't blame him. As much as I'd love to have a snake, I'm just going to go get my bottled water in a bit. Already had 2 so far today. If I have another one later, if I have another one at this time of night, I will not be sleeping until 6 AM. And you lot will have to see me bouncing off the walls. Which might be hilarious. But also might result in me getting banned from YouTube. I have no filter when I'm bouncing off the walls. This is why I am a streamer or work in the line of work of security. Because in security you are not required to have a filter. More food, more water. Like 3 cans of Red Bull. Oh, 1 can of Red Bull and 3 bottles of water. A bit irritated about that. But oh, up from the city. Need to go that way. Right, let's go see if there's anything in the city. I mean, there better be. Because I did get some reasonable gear out of that. Ooh. Military tents. Are there going to be puppets here or... I forgot these existed. Oh, now I find 45 ACP rounds. You know, you're right. However, I did the grub thing and I've noticed they've removed the fame gathering from that. So I don't know if they've removed the fame gathering from olives yet. Oh, tactical gloves, definitely. Put the shades. Anything new? I've already searched that one. Okay. Search here. Search here. No, I've got some bullets, but no gun. And knowing my luck, I'll walk in one of these tents and find a 50 cal laid there on the ground and be like, eh. Okay, I have bullets, but they don't fit the gun. I'm going to do another Call of the Wild stream as well as a GTFO stream over the next couple of days. I've managed to unlock some new weaponry in Call of the Wild as well, which is cool. I have now got myself an old school 50 cal hunting rifle, which is basically the conversion from one of them old school muskets where you actually have to put the primer down the barrel, put the bullet tip down the barrel, and then put the priming cap cartridge there where you got to put gunpowder in, the bullet in down with the ramrod. Then you put the not the blasting cap, you know, the little detonator freaking pin you find in bullets. I can never remember the freaking name for it, where you actually know whether it's a live bullet or not. Firing pin. Or no, the firing pin's in the weapon, isn't it? Or is there also one in the bullet? You don't know? Ask. Wow, that was okay. That was a little bit of desync. But I suspect that is also because there are 5 people in my house all using the internet. Because I do not live on my own. No, I don't want super glue. Not yet. Rest for a little bit because I'm sort of in the perfect position to do it. Okay. Starts. Right. Okay. I will be back in a minute. I'm just going to go grab my bottled water. One bottle of water. Bottle of water. Bottle of water. Well, technically it's one of them metal thermoses. But they're great to put in the fridge. They're also great on a red hot day if you haven't got air conditioning to shove behind a fan. Right. I don't want to die. Need to find some loot. To be honest, in this situation, I'd probably be that kid from Hunger Games. Never stood a chance, did I? And then who goes, I can still do this. And probably gets killed. Oh. Trainer shoes. They're exactly the same as the ones I've got. Someone's bead here. Axe at the ready. In doubt, launch it at someone's head. Why did you throw an axe at my head? Because you looked like a threat. I mean, it's been a long while since I played on a PvP server, and yeah, I got no gear at the moment, so I expect to be playing through that vicious cycle of rinse, repeat until you actually find equipment. Nope, that still counts as the same pile of trash. Oh, I'm actually looking for a new group at the moment. We had a group internal sort of issue where a couple of players actually left for their reason of, well, they had a bit of a falling out, and one of the other guys actually left because he started DMing his own session, which is like, understandable. So I actually need to get a group together. When I do that, I'm going to get a group together from the get-go, which is okay with D&D being streamed. Wait. Come here, Chunky. Oh! Better off with the wooden spear in future than that axe. Two-handed axes do not work great. Ugh. I bet with one-handed axes. Death 2 of the evening. And it has spawned me on top of the city. Okay. Yup. Slow down a little. That's a puppet. Oh, get in the building. The stairs. The window. Yep. There's an open window. Jesus. Okay, nobody panic. Ah, oh, back out the window. And run. Oh, the fog that nobody asked for. I'm gonna get off the road. We're gonna go try to find somewhere to forge a knife. Really? Come on. Search for more rocks. And reset. You have failed. That's been me so far this evening. Hmm. Hmm. Right. Come on, let me in. Hmm. Load in. Ooh. I mean, so how is everyone's evening going so far? Is everyone actually having a good evening? What, did you enjoy your beans? And as you said, Glassney, I know you had some fun in the hot tub and until it actually started pissing it down. Right, okay, let's look for some more rocks. Oh, nice. So, crafting. Craft. Right, okay. Now, because we're in the middle of nowhere. Right, we're going to do this properly, because last time I was actually going to craft myself some... a couple of useful bits. So, take that in my hands. Cut. Then we're going to go back to that house after we've got some more equipment. What we need is rope, stone axe. Yeah, you're in the same time zone as me. I'm guessing you're in the UK as well, Glassney. And yeah, enjoy the rest of your night, mate. And thank you for tuning in. It's been greatly appreciated. Okay. So now we are actually going to craft an axe. I don't blame you, mate. It's pretty late. Crafting. Tree bark. There we go. Craft axe. Now we can ditch the stone knife. What else have we got? A wooden stick. Cut that down. So we're going to cut that down, and we are going to make a nice little long stick. Like that. Crafting. A little tool. Inventory. Quite little small sticks. So there we go. Small wooden sticks. Grab some rope. We need some rope. Oh, we've got one more bucket there. Excellent. Right. So here we go. Craft. Oh. Already better off than we was. Inventory. It's up there, isn't it? Right. Let's go try to carve some puppets to pieces. Gonna go look for stuff. I mean, the fog that no one wanted. Okay. Oh, hiking boots. Yes, we will definitely take those. Step one, better footwear. Nothing in that. Nothing in here. Yeah, we're hunting around in the dark. Okay. We'll put the Christmas beanie on for now. It's a Christmas beanie. Oh no. Okay, that's the window. Back downstairs. Oh, floating through the floor whilst crouching. What else is new? Let's have a look through the trash. Safety pin. Let's have a look in the car. Nope. Nothing of value here. Any puppets? This would just be like the perfect shack to take over in the middle of nowhere. Literally perfect shack in the middle of nowhere to take over. But for now, I've got other priorities, like trying to find myself loot, weapons, sound actually. Apply. There we go. That's so much better. I can actually hear things. I mean, how bad could this go? We're going to go to the... This way is the city. Yeah, it's into the city. We're going to go into the city and see what's in here. This could just be awful. If it was me... I'd want to turn that fog off. It's like... Yeah, you've just given us fog that no one really wanted. Just to make the game look a little cooler. That's like... Don't get me wrong. The game looks cool anyway, but we do not need a boat ton of additional stuff. Like... I mean, that used to be the perfect sniper's nest. Coming to the city. Because you could sort of just get yourself up into the building, blend yourself in. No one knew you were there. Now, all this fog. The supermarket's right in front of me, isn't it? And the building site. I mean, where else can we go? Here's the closest place. I'd love to find... I'd love to try and make my way. Oh, I spun completely and utterly round. This could be dangerous. Really dangerous. In fact, this is really dangerous. You know, guys, this is the one thing we really didn't need. More atmospherics. In an area that people don't really go to anymore. What is in here? Oh, ladder to the roof. Okay. So that's the top entrance in. That's the bit which leads into the supermarket. These are the toilets. Okay. Such a vending machine. Right. Let's have a look, see if there's anything in here of value. I don't freaking think there will be, but... Anyway, actually, seeing as we are coming up to almost 11:30, I have been on the go for almost 2 hours now. I am going to quickly, very quickly, just log to main menu. And I am going to take a 5-10 minute break off camera and away from stream for a couple of minutes, because I just need to have a quick break, guys. I will be back very shortly though. And I am back, ladies and gentlemen. So, at the moment, I've logged out of Scum for now. I am going to work on some back-end stuff just off channel or just off stream, where I get myself a little bit of better gear and sort it out a little bit so it makes it more exciting for you. At the moment, I might even, because I'm not running into people, I might even just do a solo play series. Me versus a boat ton of puppets. Anyway, I am going to have a look and maybe stream something else for half an hour. Just bear with me. Source. Video capture device. Google Pixel. That's perfect. I know what we're gonna play. Do it for half an hour. To an hour. Fact, I may actually just call it here for the evening, guys. It's been a fun stream, but I'm just gonna call it for the evening. I've got a few bits I need to get on with, and tomorrow I will be back earlier with more streams and another stream later on in the evening. So I'm just going to sort some back end bits out on my channel. So guys, enjoy the intro, enjoy the outro, and I shall see you all tomorrow. Good night. Fury, late fury.